Hello, I'm Brian Karras, Technical Director of Graphics here at Epic Games.
Hi, I'm Jerome Plateau, Art Director of the Special Project.
A few years ago, we got together as a team and brainstormed where we thought we could push forward the state-of-the-art in real-time graphics.
Let's go.
There were two key areas that stood out. The first, dynamic global illumination. Beautiful bounce lighting instantaneously.
I don't have to be constrained to do a game where the world has to be static, and I'm able to iterate a lot faster.
And we call this new system Lumen. We're about to show you
Lumen.
what it is capable of.
Lumen.
But first, there was another area that we thought we could push forward. Truly virtualized geometry. The artist wouldn't have to be concerned over poly counts, draw calls, or memory. We could directly use film quality assets and bring them straight into the engine.
And that's a big deal for artists. I just want to be able to import my ZBrush model, my photogrammetry scan, my CAD data without wasting any time optimizing, creating LODs, or even lowering the quality to make it hit frame rate.
In the end, that's what it's all about. Art that just works. And we call this new technology Nanite. Here is the future of Unreal Engine running live on a PlayStation 5.
Oh, this
Awesome.
is running
Let's take a look
on
at
a PS5. So it's not even PC
This
footage.
has to be the right way.
Holy moly. Look at the...
Before we continue,
the
let's stop a moment
geometry.
and take a look at some of the key features of this demo. Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets, but instead of using the game versions, we used the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in film. There are around 1 million triangles each, and thanks to
Oh my
virtual
goodness.
texturing, they all use 8K textures as well.
8K
Nanite can render an
textures.
insane number of triangles very quickly. There are over 1 billion triangles of source geometry in each frame that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles. What does that many triangles look like? This isn't noise.
Whoa.
These are the triangles, each a different color. Most are so small that they look like noise. Nanite achieves detail down to the pixel, which means triangles are often the size of pixels. This amount of geometric detail requires shadows to be pixel accurate as well, and Nanite can do that too.
My
Speaking
goodness.
of lighting, all of the lighting in this demo is completely dynamic, with the power of Lumen that even includes multi-bounce global illumination. No light maps, no baking here. Without GI, all of that beautiful lighting is gone. With Lumen enabled, we can move the light and the bounce changes instantly.
My goodness.
Okay, let's keep going.
Are you kidding me? Absolutely gorgeous.
We've made some great additions to our audio system as well. Convolution reverb allows us to measure reverberation characteristics of real spaces, like actual caves that we sampled, and reproduce them in virtual spaces. Sound field rendering allows us to record and play back spatialized audio. All of this adds up to a more immersive experience.
Sounds awesome too. Sounds awesome in my headphones. I'm hearing the bass. The bass in my space.
This swarm of bats was created with our Niagara effects system. Particles in Niagara can now talk to one another and understand their environment like never before.
I love the way you can see the illumination bouncing off of the
We've also
wall
added
and
a ton of new
illuminating stuff
functionality
next to it. You
to
can
run
see
fluid
the
simulations like you see
the
in the water
sun
below.
here and actually hitting other stuff based off of how it's hitting this bright wall. That's something that you don't really see in games too much. A lot of times in games they have to set up
The
these,
demo
you can
runs
tell,
on our
like
chaos music
fictitious
system.
lights here or
Here we
there
are
to
using
light
it
up
to
the
accurately
cave.
simulate the rigid bodies of the falling rocks and the cloth of her scarf.
Look at this. It's beautiful.
Now that the environment is so complex, we've needed to greatly improve our animation systems to adapt. We've added predictive foot placement and motion warping, which dynamically modifies IK and body position to look more natural.
Oh, nice.
For the character to more
Somewhat
realistically
like the,
interact with the environment, we've added the ability to trigger
The
seamless
Uncharted
contextual
system
animation
where they
events,
made
like
it
her
so
hand on the door.
animations can blend.
Dynamic GI is amazing, not just for speeding up iteration, but also for its impact on gameplay.
Nice
Any light
looks.
source can move while
It
still
might
having
be.
beautiful bounce lighting. Dynamic illumination means specular as well, which you can see on all the metal surfaces. You can even see the Niagara-powered bugs reacting to the light. Lumen not only reacts to moving light sources, but also changes
I wonder if
in
this
geometry.
is actually a game they're making. You guys know, when Epic shows off stuff like this, a lot of times it turns out to be a game they're working on, but they use it as a tech
Remember
demo.
we
They did
mentioned
the same
high
thing
poly
for Gears
assets?
of War, where
This
they
statue
showed
was
off their
imported directly
engine, but
from
it turned
ZBrush
out to be
and
Gears
is
of
more
War,
than
but nobody
33
knew it was
million
called Gears of
triangles.
War.
No
ahead of
baking of
time.
normal maps, no authored LODs.
Wow, so all this is produced with the engine itself. There's
And we can
not
do more than a
baking
single statue.
normals to make it
There
look
are
good.
nearly 500 of that exact statue
Wow.
at the same detail level placed in this room, for a total of over 16 billion triangles from statues alone.
Holy moly.
Over this entire demo, there are hundreds of billions of triangles. So with Nanite, you have limitless geometry, and with Lumen, you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination, all running on a PlayStation 5.
PS5 footage right here, man. This is running on the PS5 itself. Skull Crusher, what is up? This is super impressive. This is in-engine footage. This is not some little movie they put together.
There's not much time left.
And this doesn't need to be
Run it.
constrained to small rooms. It can stretch all the way to the horizon.
But Gonza's in the building too. What's up?
The portal, it's open.
It's open.
Don't fail me now.
Fly over there. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's an ultra savage? What is this? Oh, everything's breaking. Wow.
It's time to see what's next.
It is. Unreal. They found a really good name for their company, man. They've been at the forefront of creating tools for game developers that are just awesome and innovative and super helpful and powerful. Gorgeous, man. We've seen so many awesome things today, man. I gotta say, what an incredible